Today, the 5th of June, is observed as the World Environment Day throughout the world. This year, we are struggling amidst the dual perils of COVID-19 pandemic and are witnessing the ravaging wreckage of the Amphan and Nisarg. Some believe that the excessive human pressure on environment is becoming intolerable and perhaps nature is taking its revenge. However, researchers show that economic development deteriorates environmental quality. But neither can we forego economic development nor can we compromise with the environmental quality. What we need is a balance between these two so that a nation grows sufficiently to sustain its people. Sustainability can be ensured only when human well being goes hand in hand with the environment. This year, the UN has prescribed biodiversity as the theme of the Environment Day. Although all are confined to their houses, Prafulla Chandra College has taken the initiative to observe the day and to reach out to the students through e-platform, making them aware of the grave responsibility that we shoulder to make the environment a better living place. We will first hear from Dr. Ratnakar Pani, the principal of Prafulla Chandra College.
I welcome you all to the program by Prafulla Chandra College to observe the World Environment Day. During this difficult time, when we are fighting the COVID-19 pandemic and are stuck at home, all members of Prafulla Chandra College are invited to join together in their endeavor to do their bit for the environment. By environment we mean our surroundings within which we live. It is obvious that if the environment is in good condition, we can live happily. Thousands of years ago, Vedic saint had suggested in Veda that if we get adequate sunshine, if our rivers flow with plenty of clean water, if air is pure, if we have plenty of green vegetations, and if our cows give healthy and sufficient milk, there will be no hazard in human life. The mid-19th century was considered as a period of blessing for mankind because of the Industrial Revolution. However, no one imagined that it would cause environmental threats to human survival. The smog of industrial cities where people even can't breathe properly, the pollution of lifeline rivers in our country, and the hazards of polythene use. On the other hand, economic advancement brings mushrooming growth in modern constructions, destroying our greenery and ecosystem. Unprecedented growth in use of chemical fertilizers pollutes our soil. Use of chemicals in food items affect human health. Growing emission in greenhouse gases causing global warming, acid rain, and disorder in climatic conditions, and so on. However, environment has its inbuilt mechanism to repair its damage as well. Due to shutdown of most of the economic activities triggered by COVID-19, pollution has visibly reduced. So, we can project that if the lockdown continues for a long time, the environment will regain its natural condition. But during this period, it is also observed that a large number of people are starving and daring to walk thousands of kilometers for basic livelihood. So the question arises, can we afford the closure of economic activities for a long time? The answer is no. Thus the solution lies in a balancing approach and a different type of lifestyle. Let the economic activities that sustain human well-being grow, but let a change come in our production system. Biofertilizer replace the chemical fertilizer. Biodegradable products take the place of use of chemical and polymers. Clean energy replace the use of fossil fuel. Renew the forest area and plant more trees. Let there be proper system of waste treatment and disposal. In other words, increase the restoration capacity of environment and reduce pressure on it. We can follow the 5R principles: refuse, reduce, recycle, reuse, restore. I hope that we will be able to modify our activities to bring about a sustainable environment, at least for the sake of our future generation. Thank you.
Mahatma Gandhi has said, "What we are doing to the forests is but a mirror reflection of what we are doing to ourselves and to one another." Forest resources are our precious assets that save us from grave natural calamities. We will now hear from Dr. Shonali Roy, the IQAC coordinator of the college.
আজ 5ই জুন বিশ্ব পরিবেশ দিবস। আমরা প্রকৃতিকে বাঁচিয়ে রাখার, তার ভারসাম্য রক্ষা করবার অঙ্গীকার করি। 2020 কোভিড ছাড়াও আমফান বিধ্বস্ত পশ্চিমবঙ্গবাসী আমরা জানি পরিবেশকে বাঁচিয়ে রাখা কতখানি জরুরি। তাকে সুস্থ ও স্বাভাবিক রাখার জন্য আমাদের বিভিন্ন পদক্ষেপ নিতে হবে। আসুন আমরা ছাত্রছাত্রীদের এবং পরবর্তী প্রজন্মকে সচেতন করে তুলি। আমরা দেখেছি যে এই আমফানের সমস্ত ধাক্কা ও আঘাত সুন্দরবন কিভাবে সামলে নিয়েছে। আমরা বুঝতেই পারছি সেই বনসম্পদকে রক্ষা না করলে আমাদের ধ্বংস অনিবার্য। তাই সেই সম্পদকে তো হারিয়ে যেতে দিলে চলবে না। তাই আসুন আবার আমরা তাকে পুনর্নির্মাণ করে তোলার শপথ নিই। বিশ্ব পরিবেশ দিবসে এই হোক আমাদের অঙ্গীকার।
At least 40% of the Earth's economy and 80% of the needs of the poor are derived from biological resources. The richer the diversity of life, the greater the opportunity for medical discoveries, economic development, and adaptive responses to such new challenges as climate change. Now let's hear from Professor Anuradha Mojumdar, Department of English, about biodiversity.
Hello, I'm Anuradha Mojumdar, Assistant Professor of English, Prafulla Chandra College, and I would like to post a very short message on World Environment Day. As we may be aware, it is celebrated every year on the 5th of June, and this year the unique theme is Celebrate Biodiversity. Now, the term biodiversity was introduced in the year 1985, and it refers to all life forms on Earth and their myriad interactions. And we need to know that it is these interactions, interdependence among species, honed by billions of years of evolution, that has actually resulted in this habitable, sustainable, and healthy Earth. So, which is why it becomes vitally important for us to value each species, value the role each species plays in this circle of life, and that is primarily the intention of celebrating biodiversity on this World Environment Day. This is also because we are losing species at an alarming rate. There have been mass extinction of species in the past, but they have all been due to natural causes like volcanic eruptions, like the ice age, like meteor explosions, and so on. But this time, scientists believe that we are on the verge of a sixth mass extinction of species, and we humans alone are to blame because of unprecedented growth of human population. There has been large scale deforestation for housing and industrial projects, for farmlands, and there has been rampant unethical, unsustainable hunting, poaching, resulting in poor air quality, and so on, resulting in the death of several thousands of species. The only solution is, of course, giving nature the space and the protection it needs. And I think only then these token observances of World Environment Day would be meaningful. So I'm hoping that we would all rise up to this occasion. And on that note, let me wish you a happy World Environment Day 2020. Thank you so much for listening.
While we talk of biodiversity, hundreds of species are becoming extinct or are being endangered. Imprudent felling of trees are changing our topography. Ecosystems are in jeopardy. Our existence is shrouded in uncertainty. Our Earth's environment has been badly damaged. Has the Earth's dreams been shattered? Let us hear from Dr. Angshuman Mukhopadhyay, Department of English.
The theme of this year's World Environment Day is biodiversity. There is perhaps nothing more apt right at this point in time when we are struck by the pandemic in all its severity. We have to look into the lives of the lesser mortals. It is late, but it is better late than never. On the occasion of this, I have written a few lines which can be read as a poem, and quite a pessimistic poem at that. And yet I would like to convey my deepest concerns over the issue through the lines that I have written. The Earth's dream is shattered, and its shards, like broken glasses, left lying on the page where a poem was supposed to be written down. Each piece that has fallen feels like each word the deep despair of a supreme loneliness and unmeaning, as if the lesser mortal's last sigh finds no space in human history, of humans tipping and bribing words to come at their bidding. That history's unwritten words will conceal those broken pieces of the Earth's dream, like a poem left unfinished and in profound sleep.
It is said, just living is not enough. One must have sunshine, freedom, and a little flower. Yes, we need flowers, we need greenery to maintain the ecosystem and to ensure our own existence. Let us not lose hope. Let us all join hands to make the earth clean and green. We will now hear from Professor Momita Dash of Department of Bengali.
প্রতি বছরের মতো এবছরেও ইউএন জেনারেল অ্যাসেম্বলি বিশ্ব পরিবেশ দিবসের জন্য একটি থিম নির্দিষ্ট করেছে। 2020 সালের 5ই জুন বিশ্ব পরিবেশ দিবসের থিম হলো বায়োডাইভার্সিটি, জীববৈচিত্র্য। প্রকৃতির মধ্যে অজস্র প্রাণ বৈচিত্র্য আছে। মানুষ তার একটা স্পেসিস মাত্র, অগ্রসর কিন্তু আগ্রাসী। তাই আমরা নির্বিচারে প্রাণী হত্যা করি, বৃক্ষ নিধন করি, প্রিজার্ভেশন আর কাল্টিভেশন না করে। একটা গাছ কত প্রাণী কীটপতঙ্গকে আশ্রয় দেয়। আমরা ভুলে গেছি প্রকৃতির মধ্যে একটা শৃঙ্খলা আছে। সেই শৃঙ্খলা বিনষ্ট করলে আমাদের অস্তিত্বই বিপন্ন হবে। সুতরাং শুধু আমাদের বাঁচাবার জন্যেই না হয় প্রকৃতি আর তার প্রাণ বৈচিত্র্যকে রক্ষা করি। আসুন না আজকের দিনে এই শপথ নিই, প্রিয়জনকে অন্তত উপহারের সঙ্গে একটা গাছ দিই। আমাদের জীবনের বিশেষ দিনগুলোতে অন্তত একটা বৃক্ষরোপণ করি।
The environmental pollution is at a dangerous level. Vast tracts of land are being rendered bare. Biodiversity is endangered. Survival of life is at stake. This is high time that we all come forward and put together our efforts to undo the harm that has been done to the environment. How can we contribute to make our earth a better place for living? Let us hear from Professor Piali Seth, Department of Political Science.
Hello everyone. While we sit in our houses during this lockdown, we all must have once looked outside the window or stood in our verandas to have a look at the outside world and have wondered to ourselves that the tree that stood in front of my house for all these years have suddenly turned more green, and that I can spot more birds around that tree and in my locality in general. Well, it might appear to you that this is rather seasonal. This is because of the time that we are in. We have just crossed the spring season and we are about to reach the monsoon period. But to my notice, have you really seen that there has been much lesser number of vehicles on the road? In fact, because of being in lockdown, there has been no vehicles on the road and the factories have also closed down. This was in fact a blessing in disguise. Today, on the occasion of World Environmental Day and around the time when our country is gradually reopening its economy, I, Professor Piali Seth, Assistant Professor in Political Science and also with special interest in environmental and climate change issues, would like to place a very humble request to all of us. Before we move towards reopening of the economy, it is very important to think amongst ourselves that what is to be retained and what is to be shed. In fact, we need to rethink these issues over and over again. Before going back to our own world, the world that we all knew, let us pledge not to get back to our world with the burden that we leave behind carbon footprints. To begin with, on saving the environment, on being considerate about the environment, there are certain small lifestyle changes that we can all do. For example, switching off the light, the electrical appliances when not in use, putting off the water tap when not needed, switching off the engine ignition when the car is not moving. These are simple steps that all of us can practice if we don't want to share the carbon burden on ourselves and we want to move towards a planet that is more green and more healthier for all of us. These steps are rather very simple steps, or in fact these are return gifts to Mother Earth for gifting us itself. Let us just enjoy not only our lives but lives on this earth in all forms. Let us say no to plastic. Let us learn to say no to plastics that cannot be reused. Refuse things that cannot be reused, especially when talking about plastic. It let life on this earth get a chance to live, for as we all say that life is short, or is it too long? Too short a life to see everything and too long for us to think that we have seen everything. So before environmental changes becomes a crisis for all of us and also for the upcoming generation, it is time we do something about it, at least make an attempt to put a stop to not so environmentally friendly practices.
At the end, we conclude from these words from Vedas. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kakshit Dukha Bhaga Bhaveta, which means, may all be prosperous and happy, may all be free from illness, may all see what is spiritually uplifting, may no one suffer.